Hello, Tubies. How are you? I'm back. I know. I wanted to do another video because I'm in a really dark place, as you can probably see. We'll get to this. Calm down. But I'm in a really dark place. I was shuffling my cards, and this had fallen out, and I was like, oh, okay. You gonna elaborate? Like, am I just gonna die in this circle? You know what the first thought I had was? Oh, well, it's not the 10. We're not completely dead. We're just almost there. Right? Like, it's just... when I read the tarot cards, I read them with the morrigan, okay? And I feel her energy, and we talk and we communicate, and that's what we do. That's how we communicate. But when this fell out, I knew there was going to be a reckoning. I knew there was going to be a reckoning, and I knew that she was going to tell me. I knew what she was going to tell me. I knew exactly, because look at this lady. Look at this lady. She put herself here, okay? She put herself there. You can get out of this situation easily. You can get out of this and just walk away. You put yourself in that situation. We're going to have a revelation chat, okay? We're going to bring revelations from the Bible into witchcraft. We're going to rain brimstone down on your life. This is the side that people don't talk about. This is the information that people don't talk about when it comes to the morrigan. They tell you that she's this dark goddess and she's this powerful entity and that she like slices your life. This is the side people don't tell you about. The blunt, honest, rip you apart, rip you a new one with the truth side, right? Like, she will just devastate you with her honesty. She will just devastate you. And she will pound it into your skull. And she likes to do it to me through images. But she will pound it into your skull until she thinks that you have learned something and trust. We're gonna get to revelations. So I always do the Celtic cross, right? And we've got a clarifying card up there. Trust, we're gonna get to this. It's gonna be really fun. Right? Like, this is when the morrigan just rips you a new one and tells you a story. So we think about back to when this whole situation started, right? This whole particular pandemic that we're in, hintity hint hint, right? And just, got laid off and was like trying to keep up my lifestyle. Oh, don't do that, right? And we were in a position where we could have had a long-term stable situation, right? And we're still looking for that. We're still looking for that long-term stable situation financially, emotionally, mentally, right? Just all of that fun stuff. And there's stuff that we had managed to overcome and situations that we had managed to deal with. And some situations that we did not manage to deal with very well. And some demons and some really dark places that we had to go. Okay, really dark places. And then we feel kind of cheated, kind of empty, kind of void. And we realize that we can't keep up the charade any longer. It's like an extra, it's like a, what is it? What is that called? An affair, right? Like, I just don't want to do it anymore. And you're probably thinking, like, what are you not doing anymore? I'm not keeping up the lifestyle that I went into this particular pandemic with, right? So, when some of you might have gotten laid off, some of you might have like temporary laid off or maybe permanently laid off or whatever, and you try to keep up that lifestyle that you had, right? Try to think that, oh, things are gonna get back to normal in a couple of months, everything's gonna be fine, the world's gonna go back to normal, and it doesn't, right? and you try to keep up that charade, and you try to keep up that, like, lie to yourself, and you realize that you're not a leader, and that you make really bad decisions, and you make really bad choices, right? I bet you Ember Honeyraven is just sitting there watching this being like, oh my god, you're just getting your ass handed to you, aren't you? Pretty much. But we needed this. And we are smart, and we are intelligent, and we don't make the best decisions in life, right? We don't. We really don't. We make the worst decisions, and we like to tap our nails. I don't know, I just like to. We just make the worst decisions. And there's a lot of kings and queens in this reading. That's the other thing I never really noticed. And this one I've been struggling with for days. Because a few days ago I did a ritual with the spirits. A fire reading. And they said, you need to listen. You need to listen. There's some hard choices that we have to make. Some choices we really don't want to make. Potentially about our living situation. If I still get a car, if I can afford to live here, right? Like, we got really difficult choices that we may have to make. We're stubborn. We're very stubborn, and we're kind of egotistical. And then there's this. And I was told a few days ago by the spirits to listen. That's all they said, just listen. Do you know what this means, reversed, people? Do you know what this means, reversed? It means to turn yourself inward and listen. Direct your energy inward. Oh my god, I bawled my eyeballs out when I saw that card. I was like, oh, Christ almighty. I now know what it means when the spirits were like, listen. Because it's right there. Listen to yourself. Listen to your intuition. Trust yourself. And then we got hopes and fears. And I was like, what? The Page of Wands? But it's combined with the possible outcome. We need to take a moment. We really want to go in this new direction, and we really want a job. And we just want to say, get and just go. And we want to go in that new direction, and we don't care. We just want to put all of our energy in that one direction. But he ain't moving. Oh no, his feet ain't moving. No, they ain't. He ain't walking anywhere. We gotta balance ourselves. And then there's this. I got a lot of choices to potentially make about a lot of things. And when it comes to this, there's a lot. And we gotta carefully make that choice. Some of these are choices you don't want to make. Some of these are choices you have to make. They could be about potential jobs coming up. I mean, we could have some happiness, right? But it's upside down. It's more of you gotta take the time and really evaluate the situation. And I wasn't fully understanding what this meant as a possible outcome. So I drew a clarifying card. And we need to rely on our strength. And we need to trust ourselves. And we need to know that we can get through this. We're in a very dark and twisty place, Tubies. Very dark and twisty. Very dark and twisty. Come along for the dark and twisties. But we got strength. And I know for a fact that I am not destined to fail. I said that in the last video. I am not destined to fail, and I will not give up. I will fight. I will find a job, and I will not become in a very desperate situation that I'm finding myself in now. Trust. I will get through this. Strength. I will listen. I will sit with my choices, and I will make the right choices. Because basically, I am being told that, girl, you messed up big time. And I did. And you gotta own that, right? When your god or goddess is telling you that you f***ed up big time, and that you had an opportunity for it to be long-term, and not like forever long-term, but, you know, long enough, right? Like, we were in that position, we had that net. This is all a life lesson. This is a huge life lesson, and you have to listen to these. Take it from me, okay? Let me be your example of a screw up. Take it from me, Tubies. Okay, I love you, and we're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this somehow. I don't know how, Tubies, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna get through this. We work those magics. We applied for tons and tons of jobs. We work those magics. That's all we can do. I love you, Tubies. Pray for me, Tubies.